up guys, my name is Velcomia and welcome to Sonic Adventure 2 mod. So today I'm showing off a Super Shadow mod. Now I didn't know this existed. I always thought the only one that existed was the true Supersonic one. So by that it basically means you can play as Supersonic from the Final Hazard, which means you can fly and everything like that. And I was always wondering, why isn't there a Shadow one of these? But apparently there is. There's actually a patch you can download on MainMemory's website. And what it does is it basically just swaps Supersonic's model for Super Shadow. So I am still technically playing as Sonic. I don't know even if it's possible to play as Shadow from the Final Hazard. I just don't know, because it's done in a really weird way where you switch between characters. I don't know if it has anything to do with that. But yeah, we are technically playing as Sonic. As you can see in the bottom left, we still have the hood for Sonic, so his life icon's right there. But either way, it's still Shadow, we can still fly. And the only thing you can really notice, really, that it's Sonic is the life icon and the kind of aura that he gets when he flies. Now, in the Final Hazard, Sonic's is blue, but Shadow's is yellow. So, yeah, that's kind of evidence that this is still Sonic, I guess. Like I said, I don't know why the normal Super Shadow isn't available. But yeah, this isn't actually the first time I've showed off Super Shadow technically on this channel. There's a mod called the Super Hedgehogs mod. And I've actually showed that off quite a lot because I actually started a playthrough. I don't know, I think it was last year. I didn't finish it fully, but basically that mod just pretty much lets you play as Sonic and Shadow with their Supersonic and Super Shadow models. But it still gives you the same normal gameplay that Sonic and Shadow have. So you can still do the homing attack, you can still run normally. It just makes them look like they're in their super form. So I actually did start a playthrough on that, and I did finish all of Sonic. Sonic's episode is done. Shadow, however, I kind of just stopped doing it. I think it's because I left it on hold for a bit, and we're talking months here, not even weeks. And all the audience just kind of left, you know, they just didn't get that much views in the end. And I thought, it's not really the views that annoyed me, it's just the fact that, you know, I've kind of just pushed a load of people away from this playthrough, even though they were enjoying it. So I thought, you know, might as well just leave it, but who knows, maybe one day I'll go back to it because, you know, I haven't really got that much left to do on it. But it's really awesome to do this. I am in the final chase level, which is basically like Sonic's final rush level. And yeah, I've got another mod on called Character Select. This is a really important mod, especially if you want to play as other characters in, like, you know, any level. The Character Select tool basically allows you to go through any stage with any character. But because we're technically Sonic, if I didn't use that tool and went into Final Chase, I would just be normal Shadow. So I had to use that tool and make sure I'm playing as Sonic. And yeah, it's really simple. You just literally hold a button down and what do you know, you're actually playing as any desired character. But I thought this was going to be a very good fitting stage to use Super Shadow because we're in space. And it just looks really great going through, you know, flying and stuff. It's such a shame the normal Shadow mod doesn't exist, like the yellow aura. Maybe you can actually texture edit this actually, that's a thing. Because, and you could even put it in the mod folder, so it would always be yellow. I don't know, I don't really know how the aura color works. I know how to edit Supersonic's textures because I've done it before. I think last year I made a video called Red Supersonic in this game. And that was really simple to do, it's so simple. Texture editing in this game is just as easy as it was in Sonic Adventure. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that one day. I've got some really overdue tutorials for this, just modding in general. A lot of people want me to do how to do model edits in Lost World, texture edits in Sonic Adventure, even Super Smash Bros. Brawl. You know, I'll get onto it all eventually, but it's such a shame I don't know how to fully mod SA2. I don't really think anyone does, to be honest. Model edits, level edits, I don't even think it's possible with this game. I read somewhere where it's not, so hey, look at that, we've actually got some like fire thing around us. That's cool, I didn't even notice that. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video then. Hope you all enjoyed. Remember to drop a like and a comment. My name's Velcomia. Until next time, catch you guys soon.